No. What? was interesting. I did not expect that to happen. What? What the f... Okay. Cool, that's cool. Oh, fuck, bro? That is very interesting to say the least. Yes. But I couldn't hear it till now. I'd like to know too.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hello? Do you hear me?
No, I don't hear you. 1 second. Let's try my stuff with some pause problem. No, you can't hear me. Let me see. Can you hear me now? 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 This is my mic is on thing. It's not yours. Yours is like, okay, yeah. Now you come back.
Maybe there was just no sound.
No, it was mine. Mine was on push to talk.
No, I said maybe there was just no sound because it didn't
No,
make any sound.
no, I'm telling you, mine
Now I
wasn't
can hear
push
most.
to talk.
Sometimes if you put out the microphone piece before
I'm
you
telling
turn it
you.
on,
Yeah.
it doesn't hear the sound. You only hear it turn on, but sometimes you won't hear the audio, and then you gotta close and reopen the microphone.
Got it.
That's why earlier I was fighting with it.
Mm-hmm.
And remember the directions.
Mine wasn't push to talk, so when I was talking, you couldn't hear me.
That's true.
You'll know when you hit the mode what it does. Like the switches it.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you. I don't know what happened. I think maybe because
I said it a couple times. Mine was on push to talk, so you couldn't hear
What
it.
do you push?
So if you go to your settings where it says the audio, it says voice method. You see that? Not on the audio, so just when you press settings, you see like your face on the top of there, like your character, then your teams, then add people, then look for people, then there's like a microphone thing.
Oh, yeah.
It shows you in there like voice chat, voice volume, voice method.
Yeah.
Voice method, mine wasn't push to talk, so when it's on push to talk, it doesn't allow you to talk unless you push whatever the thing is linked to. Mine is not linked to anything. I put it like that because I don't remember why I put it like that last time, but I put it like that sometimes. And like maybe I don't know if I'm in a game and there's a bunch of people and I'm different. But yeah, that's why you couldn't hear this time because there's yeah, awesome stuff.
I saw something the other day that was like that Biden's trying to pass a law now. Those that have a credit score of 640 and up or 680 and up, you're gonna have to pay higher interest. What's the freaking shit is this? What's the point then? And everybody's just gonna get bad credit because what's the point?
Well, that's the same thing I'm talking to you guys, because I'm not talking to everyone. That's why I'm telling you to focus on you, because everyone is lost and telling other people. And the taxes idea is the same as the freaking church, you know? When you do something because you are so valuable, that the stuff you make is so valuable, you make extra. So can we have some? Because you make extra. That's the same, that's this idea of the freaking sacrifice shit. That's why it's like, focus on you, because I mean they're still like a part of you, so I mean we have to know why are they doing that, because there's reasons. Like credit is only important because it's linked to the word like creer, like you believe. So if you believe that I'm going to, you know, pay you back in a certain time, you will allow me to do stuff with the stuff that you're not going to do anything with. Technically is the idea behind credit. And it's just a matter of time till everyone gets their act together. It's the same thing as killing, like what we're doing right now. We're just learning more about ourselves. And because we have not been paying attention, as much attention as we need to, right? Like your children need a lot of attention. So if your children need a lot of attention, you need a lot of attention, right? I need a lot of attention. So that's why I'm not really going out and doing all these things, because even if I go out, I'm still like not paying attention to myself, because it's like I need to know everyone else right? Because everyone is a part of me. So if, how I was thinking earlier when I was thinking of stuff like that about lethal. So, you know how words like how, like you talk like, oh, I shouldn't have eaten this or I shouldn't have done that and all those things. So if you think of words as like shots, right? And every time they're up there, watch out, they're up there. If you think words as shooting, because like shots backwards is like toes, which is close to thought. He's up there, just watch out. And so every word you say, if you think of like the word that, like you're doing damage to like stuff, right? Because of the shots that we're shooting with our words. So if we're detrimental to ourselves, imagine how much detrimental we are to everybody else, even though we don't think we are, right? We think we're good and we're doing okay and all these things. That's why I like said the thing, like, no, there's no such thing as good or bad, whatever. And I only say like focus on bad because when you focus on bad, you can fix things. But there's a balance.
Fuck,
yeah, there's a balance.
Where the hell are they? Oh, they're on there.
And of course, I'm going to miss every shot because I suck. My friend. I love you guys. I'm sorry we have to fight. This is the game we chose to play all together, okay? It's not my fault. I'm not even trying to kill anyone. You can kill me where you kill me. Yeah.
He's coming down the hill. He's coming down the hill.
Yeah, because he's trying to think, but if you didn't move, like maybe he could have rescued. But anyway, it doesn't matter now.
Is there one?
If we only understood stuff. Well, the only reason they go after is because you have the idea that someone else is hurting, right? So it's kind of the idea behind when you rush people, which is fun when you're doing it, but it's fun when you're doing things to other people that hurt, right? But when it happens to you, that's when you realize, oh man, this sucks. That's why video games are what they are, so you can have all these bad experiences without having them in real life. Because in real life we get traumatized and then we don't even want to leave our house, and that's what like most humans are, because your house is your mind, and now you just want to stay in your mind instead of going throughout your entire body. Your entire body, it's your universe, and you need to explore the entire thing to know like why my feet do what they do, why my fingers and do what they do, why my thoughts do what they do, and all that stuff. That's why, that's also like the forever thing, because your body's always growing, your body's always working, your body's always maintaining itself, your body's always trying to heal itself and all those things. And that's a forever job. No matter how old you are, if you figured out how to like come back from the dead or whatever you want to call it, heal yourself, recover all your parts, all your memories, you still have to continually do it, right? And that's the whole thing, like people get tired of doing that all the time because it's all of us together, right? And we're helping some and not helping others, so it feels like, you know, it's good in some points and it's not in others, but that's not the reality. The reality is that we are here today and we need all to learn how all this shit works, because if we don't know how it works, we break it and then we can't fix anything. And that's where we're all at. We're all trying to fix all the stuff that we are all done together, because we are mom and dad, and also all the people that came before them that had them. So all of the shit that everyone's done wrong, we are all responsible for it. That's why the whole thing of focus on bad, because it's like, man, what is all the things we're doing wrong as a man, right? I'm a man. How am I doing all the things wrong as a woman? Because then I have, how do I clean stuff? I'm horrible at cleaning. I'm horrible at conversations and all those things that women do all the time, because that's the things they do because of the experiences they've had. So that's just the reality. It's like, that's the whole thing of, if it's women good and man bad, or is man good and woman bad? They have a job, right? But if you attack the job from whatever that is, then we get stuck in trying to figure out if they're good or bad. Watch out. You're too close, my friend. I don't have that much life either. Come on, my boy. Let me see you. Booty says, you're so lucky you're consuming through this thing. Ooh, I eat it. Little boys. Why are you so scared of having no life? I'm going to die anyway in this story. It's okay, I'm not gonna make it there in front of me. You really running, bro? What? I have no life. I'm done. I didn't grab it. Sad people. Everyone is sad. It is. Killing someone, the idea of killing someone only gives you satisfaction for temporary. That's why you're supposed to pay attention to your intentions, because you're literally killing yourself in your thoughts, right, all the time. And that's why we get happy about doing the things we do. Oh, you don't call me, you don't talk to me, or what are you doing? Because we're focusing on other people. And we're doing horrible to ourselves, so we're doing it to other people, so we feel okay about all that stuff. And that's why I'm still talking, because too much shit that we're saying wrong. That's why the word maldito is like maldijo, like you're saying it wrong. Y maldito is maldito, said everything wrong. Todo de todo, di de decir, and mal de mal. So everything that we're saying it wrong. That's why we think things are good and bad. Because it goes back to like the thing I'm talking about, like all the energy in my body is structured in a certain way. So I'm talking about the stuff that's in my body, essentially. That's why we're all so focused on what other people are doing, because you're going through the same stuff. It's just in your perspective, but you can only maintenance for you, not for other people. And it gets really taxing in your head when you start taking maintenance for other people, which is what everyone's doing, like cooking for your daughter and stuff. But you also have to take account of reality, like you have to take maintenance of other people, because when you get older, right, that's the whole premise of people. So because it's hard to take care of just one cell, we're all trying to take care of everybody else's cells so that we can make it as far as we can before they all burn out, because none of us are doing what Jesus is doing, which is technically cleaning his soul as much as he could while he was here, because when he came he was clean, and then he started taking all the thoughts from people and what's right, what's wrong, are we supposed to do that, are we supposed to do this. And the reality is you have to let everyone figure it out for themselves, which is what we're doing technically, even though we're talking and stuff, because we're all one, so we're all figuring out whatever it is that he was doing, even though we think we're doing something else. I don't know if you were there, you might have been, when I was saying the whole like, that's why if you try to save your life, you'll lose it, but if you give your life for his sake, you'll save it. That's the thing behind it, because it's like everything we're doing, playing video games, eating, killing, or living, or whatever it is, horrible people, whatever you want, it's Jesus, the idea of Jesus behind whatever that idea is, which is the same idea as God. Technically, it's what's making us do whatever it is that we're doing here. That's why we all know God. Even like a cat knows God, but it doesn't talk to you in the way that we express ourselves, so he doesn't have the word to say, hey, this is God. But you cannot claim anything is God. That's why Jesus is not God. He is the Son of God, like everyone is the Son of God. Because also that thing is very annoying, because there's only one Son. Like, and in terms of like the idea, like reason, that's why it has the word Son in reason, because how I've thought about it so far is like, we are all together God's only Son, in the terms of we are his only form of reasoning, right? So whatever you're thinking is true or false, it's whatever God is thinking, so we have to sort it out. If you think like, I don't know, eating ice cream is killing you, sure, whatever. We have to figure out why you think that's happening, so that we figure out, no, it's not eating the ice cream is killing you, it's what you think you are doing with the ice cream that is eventually going to kill you, because you're thinking you're doing something with the ice cream. What are you doing with the ice cream? You know, and I'm only saying ice cream because that's like a big one in terms of like everyone, you know, obesity is huge, and that obesity is very interesting, because I'm just thinking now that's kind of close to obedient, but it's also city. That's interesting. I don't know, man. The only thing I'm waiting for now is like for time to go by, and hopefully I pay enough attention that I make it, to the rest of time without getting struck down by sin. That's why also Jesus took on all the sin of the world, because that means the idea of Jesus is all the sin of the world, which for me sin is all the senses. So the entire universe, like sensing all the entire universe so that you can judge correctly. Like that's the hardest thing. How do you judge who lives or dies? Which is the crazy thing that we took up on our hands in the justice system, where you give the death penalty, which is ridiculous. We need more people. We don't need less. We need more, not less, because less sucks ass, and we'll learn those lessons too. And that's why, like, I'm fasting and stuff, and it's not like I'm fasting for that, but I am for that, because the whole thing of what am I thinking about? Whatever I'm doing in my life is for the Christ's sake, right? So if I focus on that, yeah, I'm fasting for that, even though I don't want to think in that term either, because that's what saved me after all my dumb shit. In a sense, it's not dumb shit, it's fucking help me freaking. It's gonna save me from all the dumb shit I'm gonna do in the future. Yes, let's put it that way, because I'm just gonna be more dumb and dumb and more dumb and more dumb. I need to watch myself so I don't hurt my feelings the way I've done it, so I don't confuse my wires, because technically what's happening is all of our wires are crossed. So if you think of like batteries, you have a positive and a negative. And you need your positive to run through and the negative to go in there. If you flip it and you fuck them up, you're gonna have fucked up shit. And that's what we're doing with our bodies. They're batteries. That's the whole thing I was trying to get at with the feet and dad's feet and stuff, and like grounding energy. I don't know if you were there, but I told Pablito. But like that's why he gets that stuff, and I mean we all get it. It's like when you get a shock on certain like parts of your body. That's you grounding certain thoughts. That's cool, because our brains do this thing where when you practice something enough times, your brain builds a biological like machine, like a nanotechnology machine to make that action out of like muscle memory. Essentially is what it's doing. So you don't have to remember it like consciously, but your body knows. It's very crazy, man, this machine that we all operate. I just can't wait for this thing to be done with my energy, so I can shut up finally, and then 100 years to pass, so I can say, like, no more taxes, technically. There'll be taxes, but we'll understand what they're used for. So we won't be complaining about anything, we'll be complaining about the things we need to create. Like, imagine when people start making new fruits, Like right now we only have so many little fruit. It's so crazy how we eat so much food and we only eat so much limited food. Like, you imagine when somebody makes new fruits. Like, imagine the person that created the mangoes, And then before that, like, who created guayabas? You know how, like, I'm so thankful for that person. Technically as God, but I'm saying those things because you have to do that with yourself, right? Like, that's why, like, who do you want to be when you grow up? That's a great idea because it's what we've been growing up, but it's like, how do you create a new you that's you and not kill the old you and still love both the old you and the new you? That's the whole thing about death and life, and we were learning what life and death are. That show I was telling you about the artifacts, this is why we have to watch ourselves all the time and pay more and more attention. Because you think you know, and you think you know yourself or whatever, but the dad tried to kill the daughter, right? And then the son tried to kill the dad. And the other dad of the other guy, who's like the girl's boyfriend, he killed two people. So once they killed two people, the son is like, oh man, I don't know this guy. So now he's like questioning. So it's like the same point is focus on you, because at the end of the day, you are going to be living in this planet as long as you choose. That's why your imagination is like your children. You have to really be careful with that one. Yeah, but I'm already running because I'm talking and I'm not paying attention to what I'm supposed to pay attention technically, but I'm still rambling. The word imagination is very interesting. Backwards is like igami. It's like igami. image. Backwards is igamy, which is like the whole polygamy and monogamy and all that stuff about gamy, and then there's game, like e-game. So that word is, you have to be very careful of everything, man. I'm talking more to me because, I mean, at this point it doesn't matter. Things, whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen, and that's reality. So I'm just trying to pay more attention so I don't do more harm than less harm. So I do less harm, and I can, I don't know, maybe hopefully figure out how to. Well, I know, but I'm being mindful of my words too. Because the whole thing of thinking that you know is the danger. When you think you know, it's like making an image. Oh, this is how this works. This is how this game works. This is how the rules. There are rules, but rules are just boundaries. So you don't break bones and oxygen more than you have to. Because that's like, you're breaking your bones to make new bones. You're breaking your muscles to make new muscles. That's like the idea behind dying, so you don't have to die completely, right? So you die the right way, because there's a right way to do things, there's a right way to die, there's a right way to live, and all that nonsense of right or wrong. Hi, Fred.
No, leave it out.
No. You should have said something before. I'm back in. Go. There's somebody behind us too. Find the other person shooting. Bro, behind you. Man. No. No. Watch it. Get up. There's somebody up there, I think, too, because somebody's coming with the ODM gear, too. Wow. There's somebody behind, too. This guy got pretty good damage, but he's on top. Come down here if you can. Right here. Yeah. He's healing, too. Behind. Oh, okay. Watch out. There he is. They're both there. Nice. Behind you. I'm coming down. He's using, yep. He's right there. Can't wait for knowing how to go to sleep. Too much things we keep track of for no reason.
Number two, mature trees. As beautiful as they are, if they're growing over top of your septic lines, root intrusion can be a huge problem. Run the water when you're viewing the home. Low water pressure can be a sign of coming issue. Reliable HVAC. Typical lifespan is about 20 to 30 years. Look for water damage, cracks, rust. There are so many things to consider. That's why it's important to consult with an experienced real estate agent. 4 red flags when you're viewing a home.
Somebody next to you, watch out. By where you were. Oh no, you're like way far. Oh man, I'm gonna die. On top of the house.
No, they don't have a short range gun. That was cool.
What happened? You lost sound?
Yeah.
No, I have to. Man, this guy posted. It's in here. Is that in the top? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I got some slurp down here. Use them. There you go. There's a hole right here to your left.
Mm-hmm.
There's someone right here. Do you see them? Somebody shot us, I think. They're down. That was so weird.
No.
And I'm like, oh, nice. Come back up. Over here. Oh, he's so dumb. One more. I have to come this way too. Lucky child. Oh, what? That's lucky. I like it. Chicken. I'm not behind me, but we have people behind us too. Which I still. I'm probably gonna find those other guys over there too anyway. Jesus, where's the storm gonna end, bro?
Oh, fuck. Fuck, this fucking chicken's hitting me.
Wanna grab soda?
Yeah. I'm glad you got my names.
It's okay. He's being nonsensical. There's somebody to the left. It's that guy from earlier too. He might be alone though. Maybe his friend might have died. Watch out. Never trust anything. What? It's a different person. I am coming. He's done. Sorry. There's people fighting over here. Oh, she went down. I'm gonna take her down. There's somebody over here. Watch out. Go to your left though. You shooting it? Where you? Okay, you went through the others. Okay, I see. And somebody behind me too. Jesus Christ. Where are you?
I'm done. I took him down. But...
See, I know, I know that. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so it's pointless to do anything. Time
That was the
always...
one from earlier.
No. Probably. It's always the same as us against us. Until somehow we make it profitable to everyone. Losing, especially. Most valuable part of the experience is the opposite part. My thing.
shared them over there. That container came afterwards.
Yeah.
And then why didn't you give her the full bed?
In case she, I mean, I really didn't ask in case she wasn't gonna eat it. Oh, you should have just said. Oh, I didn't know. She could have had the around. Take her out. You open the door. Figures to buy a meal that she actually likes. I don't even know. Poor guy. Oh man, that was funny. He thought he was escaping or a better route. God only knows what he thought.
Next week is May. It's exciting. Next week is May. Star Wars coming. No, not this week. Next week. May. I'm reminding myself. It's really boring. No updates are going. And life too. Okay.
That's quite extreme. A lot of people
It doesn't come with the updates. Nothing comes with anything. It's just a part of our experience to, never forget what we went through. That's the idea of heaven. Heaven backwards is like never. Like nieve. And the same thing of we'll never reach, we'll never know God technically. So that's like also like the consolation of like that you have to focus on your life. How do you build all your stuff? How do you do all your things? Individually and together. So that, you can live as long as you are willing to think about as comfortable in your mind as you are able to make yourself. That's why it's harder the more people you have, because everyone is doing the same thing. They're trying to make their minds comfortable, and look how we are. So you sacrifice for whatever you want to sacrifice. So I sacrifice for sleep. Never thought it was so important. That's like the main thing. Like now, like. Nah, man, I need to rest. I sleep a lot now and still don't. Nah, man. I need a lot more rest. Yes. That's also why, like, the whole thing of God working 7 days and then on the last one He rests, rest is not really like sleep, but it's a long day because like, you know, like the way the way I can put it forward is like, the hardest part was making the rules, you know, like all the elements, all the materials, all the playthings we're going to use to play. Now, the rest is up to us. How are we going to play? Are we going to play a fair game, or we're sharing toys, or are we all going to keep playing the way that people have been playing? Let me say, our people are going to keep playing the way they keep playing. If you're trying to make secrets, whatever they think that is, because there's nothing secret, right? It's just the word secret is very useful because it's like secretions, things that come out. And so you have to be very, very. Oh, like the dudes in the show, like these dudes are focused on the treasure and they do all these horrible things for the treasure. And like, dude, you have these family and stuff and all these friends. Like, why are you just like, you know, focus on each other? You already have houses and jobs and cars and a lot of money. Like, man. But they're also fighting the other because the poor people hate the rich people and the rich people hate the poor people. It's so funny. It's sad at the same time. That's why it's funny, because it's sad. It's true. It's the same reason why we have so many different games, and everyone tries to tell you what to do, because everyone's trying to do it their way, right? And now we have a collection of so many different ways. That's also why it says there's many ways to destruction, but one path to life. Well, that's from the Bible too, or Jesus. And that points as to the only way to life is through all the destruction, because we break our bodies and cells to make new ones. And then the problem is, what is life and all that stuff. No problem, but in just terms of like trying to understand it for ourselves. And that's the problem. The whole sharing all the information. Because also like the thing, like once you know like you're free, let's say you're free, you're gonna do whatever you want, you don't need to eat, you don't need to do anything, you do all these things because you want to. Then the other problem is our family members and like our loved ones, whatever we consider that to be, which is like the whole like the show with the treasure and stuff, like that's why they do the shows the way they do them. And like the father attacked the son, almost tried to kill the daughter and also the dad, and all those things, so that we can understand like all the things everyone's going through individually. Let me go drink some pizzas. I've been talking too much. Oh my god. My mouth is dry. This is telling me something. Thank you. So much oxygen. I'm getting trouble. I gotta mix them up. Give me a second.
You gonna get out the rain, Coco Jones? Okay, you can stay. Come here. Where's your ear? Look right.
That was a dangerous word too. Tacato. Cat. Yeah, cat. It's like Catholicos. And cats are very little creatures. Cautious too. As cat. Oh, that's why they call them cats, because they're always cautious. And tack backwards is very short for attack. That one just came, so I was like, oh shit, man, that makes sense as to why they're always, you know. Grab everything. Lord Jesus, that's it. Almost done. What's this? Please give us.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
On the ground. Oh shit. Oh my god. I thought I was about to fucking fall off. Where's that person? They're in the water. Can't see them. Oh, there's the water. Oh my god. Is your screen showing someone on the thing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a short real quick.
Oh,
Come on. You just went that way.
mm-hmm.
Ooh, missed him by a hair.
Mm-hmm.
Not the person on the ground is coming. wish I had 2 snipers right there with that. That doesn't break, huh?
Mm-mm. I'm gonna go over there if anything. No, his friend is there now. He's after.
Yeah, but there's 2 there. Where you at?
I'm right here. I'm about to die. Man,
Oh my
I
god.
suck butt. Oh, I died. I fell to the ground. His friend is down. My card is on the ground. There he is. Ah. The poor, wait. The poor man. Oh.
I have to go get your card.
Oh
Hope I
shit.
don't die.
What?
I tried to jump on the ground. They probably saw that too as they was watching.
Okay, my love, get some rest. You're amazing. Thank you so much for listening.